Has your baby been diagnosed with cerebral palsy and you had a vaginal delivery and now you're wondering, how did this happen? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a medical malpractice and childbirth injury attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to quickly talk with you today about cerebral palsy and how it can occur during a vaginal delivery. Now, before I get into the labor and delivery aspect of things, I want to let you know that yes, cerebral palsy can happen outside of a vaginal delivery. You can have a shaken baby syndrome, or you can have a child that injures their brain down the line, and that could lead to it. But what I want to talk about today is issues that can come up during a vaginal delivery. And what we normally hear in situations like this is a mother, she contacts us and let us know that didn't have any issues during her pregnancy, and as she checked herself into the hospital and everything seemed to be going well. But at the conclusion of everything, she noticed, or the family noticed, that the baby was blue in color, or that the baby was having seizures, or that the baby had to be rushed to the NICU. And then later down the line, what the parents noticed was that the baby was not developing as other children develop, or that the baby was not hitting certain neonatal milestones. And this then gave the parents some concerns about, well, wait a minute now, what's going on here? That's what we hear in many instances. And what I would like to talk with you today quickly about is how cerebral palsy can occur during a vaginal delivery. Now, you may have heard this term hypoxia or hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, and essentially what we're talking about is a lack of oxygen to the brain. And what can happen is during a vaginal delivery, the fetal heart monitor, which is what's monitoring the baby and how well the baby is tolerating a vaginal delivery, what that fetal heart monitor can sometimes show is that the baby's baseline heart rate is well over 165 for a considerable amount of time. Or the fetal heart monitor might show that the baby's heart rate is well below 110. It could be at 100 or 90, just really low for a considerable amount of time. And for whatever reason, the doctors and the nurses, they do not act appropriately based on the fetal heart strips and based on the readings. And what can then happen is the baby can be suffering, the baby is in distress, and the baby can be dealing with a lack of oxygen getting to the child's brain. And if we have a lack of oxygen to the child's brain, then we can have serious complications down the line. And one of those complications can be cerebral palsy. And one other thing before I wrap up the video, another thing that can alert parents or can let parents know that the baby may have been in distress during the vaginal delivery is the presence of meconium when the mother's water breaks. Now, so why have I taken the time today to talk with you about this? Because more than likely, if you're watching this video, you have questions about your child's cerebral palsy diagnosis, and you're remembering what went on during your vaginal delivery, and now you're wondering, should you talk with someone about what's going on? Well, if you think that, you know what, now it is time for me to speak with someone, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, it costs you absolutely nothing to take this next action, and that is to pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, you can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I listen to Maryland childbirth injury and medical malpractice questions just like yours all the time, and I'll be glad to take some time to listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys here at Boston Law Group LLC, and we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.